YouTube? My name is Marcus of 101 Kennels, and today I'm going to be speaking on how to manage your dog's food aggression. So this will encompass anything that involves like you giving their dog food or your dog being basically territorial over the food that you give them. So before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Now let's get right into it. Okay, as far as food aggression for my dogs, as puppies, I start them off very early with not being basically territorial over their food. So, like these two puppies I have here, they came with basically a litter. So with them, I made sure that there wasn't any fight or anything like that when they were young, so it wouldn't happen as they got older. So decreasing that, I guess, tension when they eat will kind of make it lighter on you as far as, you know, how to train them as they get older. And another thing that I did when they were puppies, I always like touched around their mouth, which is something that I do now. Like anytime that they're eating, I go in and I'll touch them around the mouth so they know, like, when I put my hand down there, you're not finna bite me to not get your food or like be that territorial over your food to where you have to bite me. Just know that anytime that you're eating, you as the owner are still in control. So yeah, start them off as puppies if you can. Well, if you have a litter of puppies, start them off young with knowing that food should not, you know, cause a fight or something like that within the household. Even though it may, you have to correct that immediately. Okay, so a good way to kind of get into the training as far as like managing your food aggression for your dog is like when you train them. So when you train them, you can literally hand feed your dog. So say for instance, if they have kibble, get however much kibble you regularly feed your dog and literally train them and feed them so they know that the food is coming from you, and if they don't act a certain way, that they won't get it. Instead of just giving them the food and letting them like kind of bear over the food, eat it however they want, whenever they want, and everything like that without, you know, touching or interacting with them, because that's slowly going to create bad habits for the dog. So now I'm going to showcase how I kind of like go through the feeding process, because before I did this video, well, before I thought of this video, I was getting ready to feed them, and then I said, wow, I can just do a video on how to train, manage food aggression. So when I get them out of the cage, they typically sit for me, they stay, I give them a command, which is usually the paw, and then they can eat. And anytime that they can go eat, I can stop them whenever I want. I can go over there, touch them, make sure that they, you know, won't bite me or something like that, which is something that I suggest that many owners do when they have dogs, puppies, or anything like that, just so they know that, you know, when you're coming over to touch them or something like that, you're not trying to take their food, but they also know that you are in control of the food that they have. Let me take her out real quick. Sit. Good girl. Stay. And right here, it shouldn't be like as soon as they sit, they get up and they eat. They stay until I say, you know, the magic word, because I forgot just then that I just said the word, and she probably was like, why can't I not go, you know, to the plate? So now I'm saying, paw, good girl, eat. And you see she stopped right there before, because usually, sometimes I'll tell them to sit and give me paw, and then I won't be ready for them to go eat. So I just tell them to stay. And that's why she stopped right there. Alright, now we have the boy out. So as you can see, he real tempted to like want to eat. He antsy, but he's staying in the spot, so that's pretty good. He antsy because she's already eating and he hears that. Now he's ready for me to just go ahead and rush the command. But as you can see, I'm speaking to y'all and he's still doing what he needs to do. Now, I go ahead and ask him, paw, give me another paw. See, he still hasn't moved yet. Now, eat. Now, he can go eat, and he knows that, you know, it's okay for him to eat right now. Now, we're going to go back over here to her and mess with her as far as, like, what I would suggest for you all to do when, like, your dogs are eating to kind of manage their food aggression, which is kind of a test for them. So, since they were puppies, like, I always have done this to kind of make sure they don't, you know, attack or something like that. Make sure they know that, you know, you're in control of the food. So you see, I'm touching all on her, making sure, you know, she know, hey, there's no danger with me coming in trying to take your food and then like that. You good. And then I do the same for the boy as well. And a lot of this stuff is really simple. It's just up to you to go ahead and do it. So as you can see, I'm all like literally in his mouth, on his head and everything. and he just doing his thing. So all I look for is any sign of aggression, like any sign of growling or something like that. I would just tell him to stop eating or whatever, or take the food away until you don't do that. Because like you're not gonna be eating my food that I buy and you trying to bite me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it also something you can do, like say for instance if they eat, sit. Good. Stay. You see, she stopped eating literally as she was eating the stay. And see, that's just a correction. A simple correction. She wants to eat. I stopped her from eating. Good girl, eat. So you see, simple things like that, simple practices like that can really, really help manage that dog's food aggression, because the food should not take control of them so much to where they don't understand what you're saying or don't listen to your commands or anything like that. Alright YouTube, so that's basically all I wanted to say or teach you all about food aggression, making sure that your dog knows that the training that you have trained them for months or years or whatever should not go out the window because they're trying to eat. So before we end this video, I would like to thank you all for 1K. I really, really appreciate that. It was a big milestone for me. And I would like to tell you all, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on your post notifications for this channel. And I appreciate you all. Again, I can't even explain how happy I am about reaching 1K. That was one of my biggest goals. So I appreciate it once again.